What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Realize Your Powers, where we give you tips, tools, and advice to give you back your power. I am your host, Sade Burrell, and I am so excited to be here with you today. Today's show, which I'm very, very excited about because I just experienced what I'm about to tell you guys about last night, actually. So, this is a secret for every entrepreneur. It's so much easier to be an entrepreneur. And I'm going to tell you one of the many ways life is easier to be an entrepreneur now versus 10 years ago. All right, so yesterday I went out with some friends and we went to downtown San Diego. We were just having a good time. And of course, nobody wants to drive. So when nobody wants to drive in the year of 2017, what do? You call Lyft or Uber. But I'm an Uber type of girl, so I don't use Lyft often. Nothing wrong with Lyft. I just downloaded Uber first. So for the sake of this conversation, we're going to use Uber as an example of how to become an entrepreneur. But remember, you can use Uber or Lyft. So Uber is a gold mine for entrepreneurs. Listen to me. Uber is a gold mine for entrepreneurs. Like, Uber is how you're going to start your business. Uber is going to be your way out of working a job that is not teaching you the skill sets that you need to be your own boss. So unless you're in a food restaurant or unless you're learning how to work with people and how to engage with people, maybe the job you're working right now, you shouldn't be working. Unless you're trying to build your network, unless you're trying to do something with your current job. But if you feel like you're wasting time, then Uber might be your way out. So why Uber as an entrepreneur? Get this. So I was driving, talking to my Uber driver. Love to talk, as you can tell. Love it. So I'm driving and I like to get to know people. So the Uber driver pulls over, and when I get in the car, I just automatically start talking. I said, "How'd you get involved with Uber?" He tells me he needed to make some more money. He just thought it would be a good idea. And I said, "Well, how much you think you can make in a weekend?" He said, "It depends." He said, "You can make anywhere between $300 and $600. I said, "In a weekend?" He said, "Yeah." He said, and I believe I'm underestimating because I usually make more than that, especially in San Diego, where everybody goes out. It's not sunny like only for a few months a year. It's sunny almost every day in San Diego. That's why we're in a drought in California, because there's so much sunshine here. So he was explaining to me that you can make a lot of money doing Uber. Even just on the weekend, $300 to $600. Let's say you did Uber once a month. Once a month, that's an extra $300 to $600 in your pocket once a month. So why Uber? Well, this guy, number one, it gives you an opportunity to meet new people. This guy was telling me all about the different things that he's involved in. He was telling me that he owned a barbershop, and he told me where the barbershop was at. I said, "You own that barbershop?" He said, "Yes, I've been owning it for the last 20 years. I said, "No way." So he tells me about his barbershop. He says, "I don't know if you have a son, but bring him by the barbershop, because one of the things we do with our young men when we cut hair is we ask them if they have a 4.0 GPA. And if they don't have a 4.0 GPA, we get in their head because we know they need to come to the barbershop." And so I said, wow, that's so smart, especially for parents who have a one household. This works out great because you could take your son to get a haircut. Meanwhile, somebody else besides you is getting in their head about why they need to do good in school, about why they need to start thinking about their future. Somebody else is doing this for you. So he started telling me about another program that he runs. So after he gets done talking about the barbershop, he says, "Well, are you into fitness?" I said, "Yeah." He tells me about a fitness program he runs from the barbershop. And I said, wow, you do it all. He said, yeah. And I use my Uber to tell other people about my businesses. So not only is he making money driving Uber, he's meeting new people, and Uber's free advertisement for him. So even with the taxes that he has to pay for driving Uber, all he's doing is making it up in advertisement fees. That's all the taxes there are advertisement fees. So he's telling me about all these businesses. Mind you, it's only a 15-minute drive. He told me all this information. He gave me his website. He gave me his business card. As soon as he stepped out, he said, oh, by the way, if you think about getting into Uber, because I told him, I said, I might drive an Uber if I can make that much money in one weekend. I can do something with an extra $300 to $600. He said, make sure you call me before you sign up because I get $100 if you sign up. I said, oh, God, now you're an affiliate too of Uber? You get money off referring people to drive Uber? I said, this is a gold mine for entrepreneurs. You get free advertisement. You get the flexibility of making your own schedule. If you get tired of doing Uber or Uber is running slow, turn the Uber app off. Then all you gotta do is turn on the Lyft app. That's all they're doing. One's running slow, turn off one, put on the other one. Then if that schedule does not work for you, you can turn them both off, sit and work on your business for the next 30 minutes, hour. So if you made a certain amount of money in an hour or in 2 hours, 3 hours, you can take a 2-3 hour break to work on your business. You can whip out that pen and paper and start working on the business. That's when I realized, man, this is everybody's dream. So here's what I'm suggesting to everybody. I suggest that those who are in need of short cash to help make their dream a reality, go drive Uber. You don't have to ask people to invest in you. You don't have to go and have these meetings to convince people on why they should be involved with you. Why do that when Uber is offering you that same opportunity? And let's say with Uber, you're like, well, I don't know what the requirements are, because everybody, it's too good to be true, right? Well, let me give you the Uber driver requirements so you can see if you qualify for Uber. Okay, number 1, must be 10-year-old or newer vehicle. So models made in 2007 and older. And the reason why they do that is because nobody wants to be riding around in a 1993 Honda Accord. Although they might be nice, you might have kept it real clean. Nobody wants to ride around with that. So as long as your vehicle was made within the last 10 years, you should be fine. It must be a 4-door car, truck, or minivan. And you can have a manual transmission or not. Your vehicle must pass an inspection. They have their own inspection that they do at Uber, so make sure it passes that. The driver's full name must be on the insurance for the vehicle. So your name just needs to be on the insurance when you show proof that you have insurance, which you should have anyway in whatever state that you're in. Also, the driver's name does not have to be on the vehicle registration. So that means if you don't have a car, but mom got a car, dad got a car, your sister got a car, or your friend who you're going to ask to invest in your business anyway has a car, hit them up and say, hey, can I drive your car? I'll put the insurance in my name, or I'll be added onto your insurance. I'll pay half of your insurance. Your name does not have to be on the registration. So even if it's their car, take their car, pay half of their insurance. Maybe you can get that one friend who keeps getting tickets. And what you can do is you can offer them a way out of paying high car insurance. I'll pay half of your insurance. How much you pay a month? You pay $150 a month? Let me pay half of that. Better yet, to make the deal even sweeter so I can use the car when I need it, what if I paid $100 on that 150 every month. Who wouldn't turn that down? And then you can make out a deal with them where I use the car from 6 o'clock to midnight. I fill it up with gas. I return it with gas, whatever you need. No problem. That's absolutely nothing. $100 with Uber, you're probably making the first hour. So don't worry about that. Another thing that you have to have, the general Uber vehicle requirements. Driver must pass a background check. That means that you at least have to have some type of clean record. I'm a strong believer that people who were previously incarcerated, that they should be entrepreneurs. I'm a huge advocate of that. Unfortunately, if you fall under that category, Uber may not be the way to build your business because of that one stipulation. And I believe that Uber is referring mostly to felonies when they say you must pass a background check. So if you have minor charges on you, I don't believe that they might not. Maybe they won't discredit you and say, hey, you can't drive Uber. Who knows? The only way you can find out is if you try. And my rule of thumb is this. You never, ever, 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 ever tell yourself no. You allow them to tell you no. They tell you no, you move on. Oh, well, you've heard worse in life. So those are some of the general Uber vehicle requirements. Some of the restrictions for Uber, vehicles that do not qualify for any Uber service. You cannot have a full-size van. I'm assuming that's more for safety reason. You cannot have a taxi or other marked vehicle, which means if you're driving a car for your job and it has a big old logo on it, you cannot drive that car for Uber. No salvage or rebuilt vehicles. So you can't have a salvage title. Basically what that means is that if your car was in a car accident and it has that stipulation on the title, it's salvage, you cannot drive Uber with that car. Let's say you're like, I really want to do Uber. Oh my goodness, it sounds like such a great idea. You really want to do Uber, but you don't have a car. Your friends won't let you use the car. Nobody will ever let you use the car. For whatever reason. No problem. No problem at all. Uber has a solution for that. Uber says, if you don't have a car, we may be able to lease you a car. Then you pay a lease every month. $300 to $400 a month on the car is a lease. But how much did I tell you you can make in a weekend? Possibly $300 to $600. So one weekend is equivalent to your lease. Like, do you see why I said Uber is a gold mine for entrepreneurs? Flexibility, networking. You have control of everything when it comes to your business and when you're going to sit down and actually put in the work. So I'm encouraging everybody, please. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to probably be an Uber driver. So if you're in San Diego and you see me in Uber, please say hi to me. Because I had a friend tell me 3 years ago, she told me, she said, Sade, you need to become an Uber driver. At that time, I was in graduate school. I said, nah, this is a brand new car I just got. I'm not trying to put miles on it. I'm okay, but thank you. She said, no, you don't understand. Like, you need to get on this Uber thing. I didn't listen to her. So what happens? 2-3 years later, now I'm jumping on the Uber train. She's been making money ever since. She's building up her clientele. Now she used Uber to build her business, and now I'm behind because I didn't do this. Please, don't be like Sade. Be like my friend. Go sign up for Uber. And also, let's say you're like, I don't want to do Uber driver. They have a thing called Uber Eats. Uber is killing the game. Uber, Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, killing the game. Be like Uber, Lyft. Be like all of them. Do not be like me and wait 2-3 years to do this. This is how you're going to build your business. This is how you're going to pay for your business. This is the way out. This is how you keep your pride and not have to beg people for money. beg people to purchase your shirts. Let's say, okay, so let's say you buy a whole bunch of inventory and you didn't scout the market. You didn't see if people really wanted to buy it. So you just spent $1,500 on T-shirts. Well, you do Uber for a week, you might be able to get your money back for the T-shirts or sell the T-shirts to the drivers in your Uber. Like, how simple is that? You can sell the T-shirts to them. Wear the T-shirt possibly. Put the T-shirt, hang it up in the back of the car so that they can see it. Wow, that's a pretty cool logo. That's a pretty cool saying. Who did that? Oh, I do. I actually sell them. Would you like to buy some? Right in the trunk. Sure. So now you made money off them using your car and off the T-shirts that you couldn't sell because you didn't even scout the market. So it's so many opportunities. And I'm asking you to please, if you are an entrepreneur, if you have an idea, if you need any extra income, do me a favor. Don't be like me and not use Uber. Use Uber. Use Lyft. Utilize these systems that are placed in our lives to make sure that we can be the best bosses to ourselves. So anyway, I am very, very happy to explain to you how Uber is the gold mine for all entrepreneurs. And I'm just so excited to have the opportunity to be able to hang with you one more time. It's a true pleasure. And thank you for listening to Realize Your Power, where we give you tools, tips, and advice to give you back your power. Make sure you take back your power. It's your girl, Sade Burrell. Thank you for listening. Tune in to another episode. Have a great one.